Professional organizer Olivia Parks to give us some tips for getting started without getting overwhelmed. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so you are a professional organizer.
Yes.
Wow, do I need you at my house. What are some tips that we can do to not be overwhelmed but actually get ourselves organized?
Sure. So I would say I have 3 tips for getting organized for the new year. The first is start small. If you start in a bunch of areas, you can easily get overwhelmed.
Yes.
So I would say start small, maybe a closet or a pantry or your kids' room. So start small. Next, I would say declutter, because the less you have, the easier it is to stay organized. Definitely declutter. You know, we like to do the keep, toss, donate method. Make piles of keep, what you're gonna toss, you know, get trash bags, and then a box for donating as well. And then lastly, I would say contained items. So using clear bins and labels, then you can easily find what you need when you need it.
That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you see all these things on social media and it looks so pretty when the refrigerator and the pantry and everything is all organized and everything has a place.
Exactly, yeah.
Now, how do you do that with children?
Yeah.
What is the trick to get the kids to also follow your method?
Yeah, I would say easy, maintainable systems for everyone. So whether it's clear bins so that you can see, everybody can see, okay, this is obviously where the snacks go. This is obviously where the pastas go. And then I would say labels, big labels. So, you know, if you need them big so that your children can read them. But yeah, just knowing what's gonna work for your family, it's different for everybody, so.
When you go in to help someone with this humongous task of organizing themselves, where do you like to start?
Sure, I like to start in the area that's bothering them the most.
Okay.
I would say, yeah, what's causing them the most stress, the most anxiety, so that we can really like tackle that problem and make them feel better and give them a space that they enjoy and feel proud of.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
Once you make those 3 piles, because I've done the donate pile, and then it just stays a donate pile, or it stays in the back of my car. What do you recommend people do to make sure that those things get where they're supposed to go?
Yes, I would say as soon as you declutter, if you're doing it yourself, get it in the back of your car same day. So like, for example, when we come into a client's home, the same day we help you declutter, the same day we donate it for you. Or else that pile can, like you mentioned, can just grow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What if you were having trouble deciding? Like, oh, like I think I might use this sweater if it was just a little bit colder next year.
Yeah.
What is your time frame? You know, I've heard people do like a year. If you haven't used it in a year, toss it.
Yeah.
What's your time frame?
I would say a year.
Okay.
I would say though, if something is sentimental or, you know, means a lot to you though, that's different. But a year is typically a good time if you haven't touched it, if you even forgot you had it, because yeah, you can bring in something else that brings you more joy, and if you donate it to somebody else can benefit that as well.
That's a great way to think about it. If you're able to donate it, then maybe you don't feel as bad about getting rid of it because you know it might benefit someone else.
Yeah.
What are some ways that folks can kind of keep the momentum going? So maybe you start with that closet. Do you think just getting one closet organized is going to empower you to do more?
I would say absolutely. I would say our clients honestly find it addictive. As soon as you get one space organized, you want the rest of the home organized because you see and you feel how much better, like, you know, it makes you feel. It feels great to know where everything is when you need it.
All right. Well, it sounds ambitious but doable.
Yeah, definitely.
And if folks want to find you, we've got your website right there on the screen. Olivia, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
All right. Well, coming up.
With Google Workspace, Gmail lets you send personalized emails with